Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, good day. Wherever you are, whenever you're seeing this, I hope you are good. So guys, today we're going to be getting into a reading. And if you're seeing this, you needed to see this message before the end of the day. I have a stack of cards here for us. I have not gotten into it. So let's go ahead and see the message that you guys need to hear before the end of the day. Let's just get right into it. Check down below in the comments to book your one-on-one session with me. Get the new You course, the tarot course, releasing sessions, hour sessions, 30-minute sessions, business packages, content packages. Get into it. You can also see where you can follow me and keep up to date with everything down below. But yes, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I hope you guys have been feeling good and just, enjoying things. Honey, the year is just rolling on over. We are almost in summer, so I hope you guys have been feeling great and just basking in all of these energies that we have around us. I feel like all of my clients that I've been working with are in a period of change and transformation. And most of the clients I've been working with, I've been seeing are my repeat clients that I've been working with since the very beginning. And they have so much change under their belt and so much growth under their belt from everything that they've been working on. And it's so beautiful to see all of us just kind of step into a new season and step into a new chapter this year and just take back our power. It's really going to be very, very spectacular. Let's go ahead and get into this message, guys, and get right into it. What you need to know before the end of the day. So let's get into it. We have Magician in the Mirror. Magician in the Mirror. We have Financial Constraints. We have Victory. And we also have Strategy. Let's get into it. So what are you going to do? You have financial constraints. You have issues. Okay. There is something that is not clicking. It could be money. It could be feeling like this in friendship. It could be feeling like this in your own worth. Where are we feeling like this? Where are we feeling like we have nothing? Where we need more? Where are we feeling like we're depleted? Where are we feeling like we are being left for dead? I feel like we feel very dramatic about this financial constraint. Because when we look in the mirror, we see the magician. And if you don't, then you need to start seeing the magician when you look in the mirror. You are the magician in the mirror. This is about recognizing your power, recognizing what you can do, recognizing that all you have to do is trust yourself. All you have to do is continue to have faith. All you have to do is continue to believe. It's about just knowing your power and knowing what you're here for and knowing your purpose and knowing that you're destined for something better, knowing that you're supposed to get the things that you want to have. And not settling and not being comfortable, just kind of, accepting less, not being comfortable, feeling like, maybe I'm not supposed to be this happy. Maybe I'm not supposed to deal with this, or maybe I'm supposed to just accept, no, this is about knowing that you're supposed to get more and demanding more. With Victory and Strategy, we're going to have to get up and do something. You are not going to be able to sit there and wait for somebody to bring you a solution or bring you a life jacket, a life vest. It ain't happening. Okay. You're going to have to get up and get it on your own. We have Victory and Strategy. So if you put the pedal to the metal, we have an oracle card that says that success is assured with good work, good hard work. Your success is going to be assured if you put the pedal to the metal and you do what you need to do right now. Come up with a strategy. And I feel like you already have a strategy. So put it into practice. Put it into practice and do something about it. If you know where you're being called, if you know where you're supposed to be stepping into, if you know what's next for you, do something about it. Do something about it. You look in the mirror and you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. You know exactly where you're supposed to be going. Do something about it. We need to see why we aren't doing anything about it. What's the T? We have within the next few weeks. Within the next few weeks, we have take action. Take action. We have don't stop my neighbor. And we have get more information. Stop playing. Get more information. Do you some research. Have you done research into how you're going to pay for your business or how you're going to pay for your school, how you're going to pay for your therapy? Do you know how you're going to be set up? Have you already looked into how much rent is in the new city that you're planning on moving to? Have you already been figuring certain things out? Have you already been getting your resources together? Get your resources together. Magician in the Mirror, get your tools together so you can create what you're trying to create right now. That's why we have that strategy. Put the pedal to the metal. It's time for us to do something. Take action and don't stop. Once you get started, keep it going. Once you get started, keep it going. Once you get started, keep it going. Once you get started, do not stop. Once you get started, you should feel the momentum and the motivation and the pride and the joy and the excitement of I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. And the fear too, because it's scary. You're going to be taking risks. You're going to be doing things that maybe you never thought you could or would do before. So it's going to be new. It's going to be confusing. It's going to be challenging, but it's going to be what you need it to be. And it's very important to just be mindful of that and be ready to take all of that in 110%. We also have, again, within the next few weeks. So there's definitely going to be an opportunity opening up for you guys, a door opening up for you within the next few weeks. And you're going to have to step through that door. But if you're feeling like, oh, am I ready to step through the door because I have these issues and I'm not getting what I need right here? You know, you want to be able to see this as an opportunity to get what you want instead of a reminder of how much you haven't done. You know, you don't want to see where you're going as a reminder of how you should be doing more or how you could be doing more. Like, you want to give yourself the benefit of knowing that you're doing enough. Not just doing enough, but knowing that you're doing what you need to do to walk through the doors that you're supposed to be walking through. So this is about having faith in yourself and rebuilding that faith and that confidence in yourself so you know that you're on the right track. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this tea leaf oracle, guys. So we have flowers, happiness. Flowers, happiness. We have horseshoe, good luck, happiness and good luck. We have rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. How do we need to streamline our focus? Too much concern with sexual matters. We have lion, time to act. We also have take action, time to act. We have danger, especially in money matters. Bear, danger in money matters, issues with our coin. And we have finger, warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So let's get into it. There's going to be a problem either now or in the near future. Some of you guys may even account coming to the problem before the end of the day. But this issue that is going to be happening before now or in the near future, we have good luck. You know, I don't think this is going to be an issue that's going to take us out. But let's look at what we have with the too much concern with sexual matters and then danger, especially in money matters. So our sexual energy being connected to how we're able to attract abundance and manifest abundance. You know, our sacral chakra is going to be ruling our sexuality, our intimacy, but also our creativity, you know, our ability to create, our ability to bring life, our ability to take something from vision into the physical. So if we're having issues with manifesting, it could definitely be that we are putting too much of our time and attention on people that ain't even giving us what we're supposed to be getting in sexual matters. You know, are you accepting less than what you're supposed to be getting in any type of intimate, romantic, you know, situation? Where are you accepting less? You know, where are you too focused on what you can't get away from? Where are you too focused on the toxic ex? Where are you too focused on things that aren't really giving you what you even need? You know, this is about the chance to focus on what you need to be focused on, to put your attention on where you're supposed to be. You know what rabbits do? Have sex all day like ain't nothing else to do in the damn world. Okay? You do not want to be focused. Baby, we got bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry, Bookie. Where's that financial constraints? Okay? They almost got spiders and mice up in the safe. We have bigger fish to fry, baby. Don't be worried about that. You know, and this also, you know, distractions. What are we distracting ourselves with? What is easy for us to do? What takes no energy from us? What feels like it's effortless? You know, is it effortless for you to just go back and call that person? Is it effortless for you to just let this person have your time and have your energy? Is it effortless to just get attention from whoever? You know, is this really giving you what you need? Is it really giving you what you need? What are you telling yourself about who you allow yourself to interact with and who you allow yourself to want? You know, are you chasing someone that does not want you? Are you chasing something that does not want to give you the things that you're supposed to be stepping into right now? And danger, especially in money matters. We need to be mindful of what we're doing in our coin, how we're treating our coin, and how we're trying to manifest more coin. If we're looking for more financial abundance, we want to change our posture. We want to be able to maintain what we're bringing in, but we also want to be able to work on our mindset so we feel comfortable and confident with what we already have. You know, we don't want to feel like we have to distract ourselves from our problems. We don't want to feel like even though we look in the mirror and we see who we are, it's still not enough. So we have to look for satisfaction here and here. We want to know that we're enough and know that we have the tools, know that we have the energy that we need to move forward and give ourselves what we want. Let's keep getting into it. We have balanced spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. Balanced spirituality and practicality. We also have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. And we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Love this, balanced spirituality and practicality. Okay, we can't just do what feels good. We can't just do what sounds good. We can't just do what everybody's doing. You know, we have to make sure that the step that we're taking are going to be serving us spiritually. And if you've been feeling like you're doing too much, or you feel like it's too dramatic, or, oh, that's too much, then you maybe not even doing enough. If you feel like you're doing too much, that's what you need to be doing, and add a little bit more effort on top of that. It's not too much to block somebody after they disrespect you. It's not too much to say, you know what, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. It's not too much to say, I know you got some last week, but you're not getting no more this week. It's not too much to seem like you're being dramatic, or to seem like your boundaries are too strict. It's not too much. You're not doing too much. You're in a space right now where you have to protect your peace, and you have to also protect your spiritual integrity. You cannot be wasting your spiritual gifts right now and your spiritual energy because you're feeling bad in other areas. You want to maintain across the board. You don't want to allow certain parts of yourself to be manipulated, certain parts of yourself to not get what it's supposed to need. Every part of you needs a certain, every part of you is a different part of your garden. You need different maintenance, different love, different attention to each part of you. And this season is about balancing those things across the board, not distracting yourself with quick satisfaction in one or two areas, neglecting the other areas. And then when you step back, everything's on fire, because that's what it's going to look like. When you step back, the money issues are going to be even worse. You're going to feel even less secure. You're not going to feel better after stepping into the distractions. You're going to feel worse. You're going to feel like, dang, why was I doing this? Dang, I should have been worried about this. Like, you're going to feel some type of way, letting things fall through the cracks. You have good luck. You have happiness. It's time to act. Don't stop. You have to push past the things that you're feeling to, one, know that they're not bigger than you. Know that it's not supposed to get you down or take you out. The things that you're experiencing are not to take you out and, ruin your day or ruin your life, or just stop you from ever getting ahead. That's not why you're up against what you're up against right now. You could be up against these things literally to get your root and sacral chakra in order, so you could get yourself together. If your root chakra is not together, your sacral chakra is not together, our chakras work in alignment. So you cannot be opening your third eye and talking to the Lord, listening to your intuition, doing cards, having your psychic abilities tap in. You're not going to be levitating on another realm if your root chakras and your sacral chakra is not in alignment. Your root chakra is the first chakra that we have, the base of the spine, foundation, grounding, survival, feeling like you're safe, feeling like you're secure. How can we be able to love properly, express properly, really be confident in ourselves, really know that we can handle what we need to handle? How can we be responsible? How can we trust ourselves? How can we love freely? How can we speak freely and get messages freely if we do not feel safe, if we don't feel secure, if we don't feel grounded, connected to God, to source, to something bigger than us? That is the key. And when you have issues about trusting that you are who you say you are who God says you are, that is always a reminder to take a step back and say, okay, enough of the distractions, because I'm losing myself. This is about finding your way back to yourself so you can pick up your bootstraps and get into it. The 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creation's Tapestry of Life Expression. What are you going to do? The 7 Star Sisters, these are beings that were tasked with creating universes, creating energies. You have the ability to create whatever you want. What is your expression of life and of love going to be? Because how we live is how we feel. So what does your life tell the world about how you're feeling? What are you telling yourself about how you're feeling based on how you live and what you allow to affect you? We have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. Karmic relationships. So there's some things that are going to have to come full circle. There's some things that we're going to have to let go of finally. Like I mentioned, toxic exes, bad friends, people that just only serve that lower vibrational part of you. It's definitely going to be time to let that person go, let that energy go. Soul growth and conflict. Anytime we have conflict kicking up, it's always about us shedding our old skin and stepping into something. And you're probably going to be doing a lot of that. So just prepare for it. We also have the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light, bringing unconsciousness to light and seeing potential. How can we manifest and bring things into the physical, getting that sacral chakra in alignment? How can we do that if we're in a space of fear, in a space of distraction, in a space of feeling like we don't have enough, in a space of feeling like we don't know when we'll ever have enough? This is definitely an opportunity to Tap back into that magician in the mirror and remember who you are. This is about remembering who you are. The magician in the mirror is the first card that we pulled. And I always feel like the first card is, this is where you need to put your attention. This is where you need to put your focus. This is what you need to remember. This is what you need to see and know. This is the perspective that you need to be stepping into. And that is the magician in the mirror. So we really need to be mindful of that. Also, the end of a tough cycle approaches full moon in Capricorn. We're letting go. We're letting go finally, once and for all. This is a deep purge. This is a deep cleanse. This is a deep restart and a reset and a refresh. Maybe we did need to get tricked again by this old person or this old energy. Maybe we did need to fall back into some old things before we were able to say, you know what, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Maybe we did need to stumble a little bit before we were able to kind of set ourselves up for success in the future. Sometimes we need that. And if we do need it, we want to be able to be kind with ourselves as we're going through it. We have strategy and victory. This is not the time to pity party or be sad or be mean on yourself. Be hard on yourself. Be hard on yourself. Be disrespectful to yourself. Make yourself feel stupid. Make yourself feel like you're weak. Make yourself feel like, I can't believe I slipped back into this. Child, please. Child, please. If you want to feel like that, you should have felt like that 3 months ago when you was agreeing to do it again. No shade, no tea, but what's done is done, so this is a season of acceptance. This is a season of saying, you know what? Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I was distracting myself. Yeah, I didn't want to do the work, but guess what? Now I'm ready for the work. Now the work is me. Now I am the work. I've stepped into the work, so it not to say it doesn't matter, because it does matter, but you don't want to hold those things against yourself. Do not hold against yourself the decisions that you made out of fear, sadness, stress, frustration, whatever the case may be. Do not hold it against yourself. Set yourself free, and prosperity lies ahead. Prosperity lies ahead. It's time to step into your abundance. It's time to step into the new beginning. Prosperity lies ahead. Take a step back. Take a step back. This is your time. Like I said, posture yourself before you step into where you're going. Posture yourself and get ready. Trust the universe. Trust the universe. Have faith in the universe. And we have no. Get your mind right. Get your mind right. And as a magician in the mirror, don't just use your powers to show you what you want, what you need, what's on the way, the good things, the manifestations, all of the things. Also use your powers to show you what isn't for you. Your intuition probably has been screaming no at a lot of things. What parts of you have been allowing you to deny that? What parts of you have been, prompting you to maybe not listen to your intuition or not trust your intuition? How can you get back into that? How can you rededicate yourself to your intuition? How can you remind yourself that your intuition is valuable? How can you repair that relationship? I definitely think trusting who you are as a magician in the mirror, trusting that you're in a safe space, also taking action, putting one step in front of the other. Sometimes what we need to do to show ourselves that we can do it is to do it. Sometimes we have to just do it and say, you know what? Hey, even if I don't do it, let me show myself that I know how to fail. Let me show myself that I know how to bounce back. What can I learn? How can I see myself in this space and kind of, walk with my shoulders a little bit higher and my chest a little bit, more poked out? How can I reaffirm myself in this season instead of succumbing to all of the things that my mind is telling me that I am, when I know that I should be destined for more, when I know that I am destined for more? It is definitely a season of, reevaluating how you're going to use your power and using your power for good and using it to really push you towards the right direction. So yes, guys, that is a message that you needed to see before the end of the day. I hope you guys appreciated this message, and I hope it gave you what you needed. Let me know how you guys feel about this down below in the comments. As always, if you guys want to book sessions with me, get connected with me, follow me, check down below in the description box. I love you guys as always. I will see you guys next time. Thank you guys for being here. Bye guys. Bless.